Well, that focus on immigration laws also applies to employers here and around the country. A Buffalo-based attorney says businesses are feeling more pressure to make sure they're following federal rules covering any worker who is not a U.S. citizen. Channel 2's Ron Plants explains.
The scene last September at an under-construction car battery factory in Georgia, a supplier for Hyundai, as ICE agents swept in to arrest over 400 workers who were said by the federal government to be in the country illegally.
We need construction to cease immediately.
The leading immigration law specialist at the Phillips Lytle firm in Buffalo says this was a wake-up call for companies around the country to make sure they are accurate and up-to-date with immigration documents for any employees who do not have U.S. citizenship. And it's not just big companies.
ICE does do surveillance operations. They also cooperate with other federal agencies to kind of pool data and look for where there might be businesses that they should look at more closely. It could be agriculture, roofers, landscapers, those types of businesses.
They specifically must have a complete and accurate I-9 form for each non-citizen worker available for inspection by ICE agents who technically give 3 business days notice for disclosure. If they find technical mistakes, corrections must be made, or employers could face fines up to $2,800 for each technical discrepancy. And if an employer knowingly hired undocumented staffers not following regulations,
fines for that are very steep. They're almost $30,000 per violation. So and then there can also be criminal liability if there's a pattern.
Last November, there was the arrest of the owners of a Michigan-based plumbing contractor firm, which federal prosecutors say made $74 million over 3 years by the illegal hiring and harboring of over 240 undocumented workers, handling jobs here in Buffalo, Rochester, and elsewhere, some staying in cramped living quarters like this and in an Amherst hotel. Nothing new to a local labor leader who helps with documented construction worker staffing here in the Buffalo area and encounters undocumented workers.
They have fake Social Security numbers. I've signed people up and sent their name in, and they come back, their Social Security number, the guy's been dead for 10 years. You know, it's happened a lot.
Attorney Danny Rizzo says she has been fielding calls from nervous business clients around the country, advising them to do internal I-9 audits and make sure their HR staff is trained in proper record keeping for employee immigration status. On your side, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.